Hey guys, it's Alice Louise Meredith from a Teapot Full of Tales, and I'm going to try something different today, which is that I'm going to talk about our homeschooling choices that we are going to be making for our next school year. Now, I know it's like February, and which is actually a terrible time to make decisions about what's going on in your homeschool because everybody is discontented in February. But I want to talk about why we are going to be switching away from the curriculum that we have been using for many years, and switching to something new. This year we have an 8th grader, a 5th grader, a 3rd grader, and then I also have 2 younger kids who are 3 and 1. And so, which is just hard anyway to have that sort of like range of things going on in your house. It's been a bit of a tough year. And so next year we're going to have a new middle schooler, a rising 6th grader, and a new high schooler, rising 9th grader. And that's really what prompted all of this thinking about like, oh, I need to plan for next year because it's a new era in our household. And so I'm going to talk about why we're switching away from what we're doing. And then I'm going to make some videos as I make decisions about what we're going to. I haven't finalized the decisions yet on what we're doing. So, but I know for a fact that we're going to be moving away from what we're doing and into something new, at least for the next year. Okay, so what curriculum have we been using? We have been using RC History for our main history and literature spine. And I love RC History. I really do. It is a Catholic, classical-ish, at least, living books curriculum where everybody in the family goes through the cycle at the same time. And I love it. I have loved that we are able to do it all together and that we have had this wonderful like family together time and all learned the same things together. Like that has been really great for me. And if you are looking for a curriculum like that, I highly recommend that you check it out. It's RC History. I think it's rchistory.com. I will put the actual address on the screen. And you should definitely like give it a look. I feel like nobody's ever heard of this curriculum, and it's really good. And they keep making it better and better. I bought the original version, and then I bought the second version when that came out, and they just keep making it better and better. And so I highly recommend checking it out, if that's what you're looking for. This year, though, has been a bit difficult. My 2 older kids are very independent workers. Of course, the 8th grader, he's in 8th grade. And so he's been doing his work on his own. Now, going into high school, he is going to be doing like an arts high school type curriculum. He is a very serious ballet dancer and wants to become a professional. And so he's going to be doing even more ballet than he is doing now. And so to give him that time, he's going to have kind of a lighter academic load. Still giving him a good education so that he can choose to do something else later on. But that's not his only focus. My daughter, who's in 5th grade this year, is very gifted academically. They're kind of opposites, these two. Since she's going into middle school and she wants more of a school type experience, but I can't actually send her to school because she's not at all on the same academic level with her peers. So, which is hard. I mean, what do you do with an 11-year-old who's going to be doing Algebra 1 next year and has been doing high school level work? You homeschool them. But so we're going to be switching to some sort of more school, like with like an online school of some variety for her, and possibly also for my oldest. But I need to make sure that he has the freedom to have the time to do his ballet. So it can't be too intense for him. Whereas for her, it needs to be very intense. Yeah. And then, but the real reason why we're switching away from it, because I was just going to, consider this for my older two. And then I was like, actually, I think I need to take at least a year off of RC history. It's really because of my third child. My third child has learning disabilities. He has pretty severe dyslexia. What that means is that I have to do literally all of his schoolwork with him. We have finally figured out how to have him do a little bit of his schoolwork on his own. His memory work, I recorded it for him so that he could then listen to it to learn it. He has a few audiobooks of things like The Famous Men of Rome and of Greece, because there were free audiobook versions of them. But it's just, for a third grader who can't read on their own, RC history is too much reading. I can't sit there for hours, and he can't sit there for hours while I read to him. Neither of us can do that because I have to take care of my little two kids, and I have to, and he has to be able to attend long enough to get through the readings. It's been a real struggle, and we haven't done it well this year, to be really honest. We haven't gotten through as much of the readings as I would have liked. So for that reason, even though I love RC history and I do recommend it, and if you're looking for that kind of curriculum, you should definitely check it out. The other thing is that I have been feeling like everything is drudgery. What that means is that everything just feels like I only am doing what I have to do and nothing beautiful or extra or spontaneous. And we're inside a lot rather than getting out and doing things. And I really miss that. And so there's this lovely woman at church who is just going to be, her oldest is going to be in kindergarten. And she was saying that she's going to be doing a Charlotte Mason curriculum with her kindergartner. And I was like, oh yeah, I love Charlotte Mason. We used to do morning time. We had the artist study and the composer study and all of that beautiful, wonderful, extra, not necessary, really. Like, it's not just the 3 R's, it's all of the extra stuff that makes the 3 R's worth it, in my opinion. Like, it's why I wanted to homeschool in the first place, is so that I could give them that beauty. It's been really, like, I've been feeling really run down. And I think it was because I wasn't sort of feeding my soul like I needed to. I was just letting myself get drained doing all the necessary things. And it's that kind of thing that also helps to inspire my stories. And so, like, I really need to do the stuff I don't need to do. Don't actually need to do. Like, I need to. Like, it's actually something that is necessary. And remembering the Charlotte Mason and seeing that stuff again reminded me of how wonderful that is, how wonderful it is to have the nature study and to be forced to go outside and walk around in nature and consider it. And we never were like super great about it, but like better than we have been this last few years since like my 3-year-old was born. And you know, it hasn't been great. It hasn't been great trying to get out places. So we're going to fix that next year. I am thinking that we are going to be doing Colby Academy for the older two. And I just discovered Mater Amabilis as a Catholic Charlotte Mason. But if you have any other recommendations, I would love to hear about it because I'm still in the research process. Now, adventure is calling. So let's go answer it together.